Hello everybody, welcome back to Small Louisiana Homestead, and today I'm going to show you how to make a pickled red onion. I grew my own onions, overwintered them last year, and got a couple of nice ones. They're not huge, but they'll definitely work for this recipe. I wanted to share this book I got off of Amazon. It's a pretty good book. It has a lot of information about fermenting and kind of the do's and the don'ts and how to's. This recipe that I'm going to be looking at is a simple onion relish. It makes about 2 quarts, and the recipe calls for 5 large onions, which of course these aren't large, so I'm probably going to use about 6 or 7, maybe even 8 of them to see if I could fill 2 quarts. The recipe is for 2 quarts. And it also calls for 1 tablespoon of mustard seed, 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, and 1 tablespoon of sauerkraut brine from your stash in the fridge, which I do have because I also pickled some purple cabbage. So I'm going to get my brine out of this jar right here. I guess it's kind of a culture starter. I guess is why you're going to use that. You don't have to do that, I don't believe. But I'm just going to do it. What I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and start cutting onions into about an 1/8 inch thick or 1/4 inch rings. And as soon as I get that done, I'll bring y'all back. See y'all in a little bit. All right, guys. I went ahead and I cut all the onions into rings. And I did forget to mention the salt. You're going to need about a tablespoon, 1 to 1.5 tablespoons of sea salt. I'm going to use pink Himalayan salt. I found this on Amazon also. This is really, really good. Really, really pure natural salt. It's great for fermenting. So I'm going to go ahead and add the salt now. Just spread it around. This salt is going to start drawing all the juices out of the onions. That's what's going to start making your brine. And go ahead and put in the mustard seed. I want to get everyone in there. This is the ground cumin. And I already put in the 1 tablespoon of the sauerkraut brine already. Now, all you want to do now is go ahead and start massaging it. Just put your hands right in there. Start massaging all that salt to make sure it gets on everything. Whew. Onion's got me sniffling. If you grow your own onions and you get a lot of onions, this is a really good way to preserve some of your onions instead of, letting them go bad in the fridge or wherever you store them at. All right. Give them a little light toss, massage them a little bit. Almost kind of like making a sauerkraut with cabbage, almost the same steps. I'm gonna wash my hands. Okay, now at this point, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put a towel, just a kitchen towel, not this one, but get a clean one. And I'm gonna go ahead and place it over the top. And I'm gonna let this sit for about 30 minutes and let that salt start drawing all the juices out of the onion. That's gonna start making that brine. And I'll bring you back as soon as that's ready to put in the jars. Thank you. Hey guys, all right. It's been about 30 minutes. We'll go ahead and show you what we got right here. See how those onions are just kind of shrinking down. All that salt's drawing all that juice out of there. Oh, that cumin smells really good in there. Really, really good. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and start packing it into the jars. Just take your hands and get dirty with it. Take that out of there. I'm gonna use a sauerkraut little packer thing. Just kind of pack it down. You can find that on Amazon also. Amazon pretty much has everything for the most part. This part's gonna be kind of messy, but what ain't? Let me fill my other one. Make sure I have enough for both of them. And as this sits and ferments, it's going to keep drawing the juices out, and then the brine's going to start rising closer and closer to the top. You're just going to check it every day, you know, and kind of press down on it. We're going to have fermenting weights on top of this. You want to make sure that the whatever you're fermenting is underneath the brine, below the brine. You don't want it exposed because that'll attract mold and bad bacteria that you don't want in your ferment. And it'll be that happens, it'll be pas bon, no good. Now I have a little bit of the brine with the mustard seeds in there. Go ahead and put it all, pour that in there. If you don't have a lot of brine, you can add a little bit of water to it, not city water. You can use I have filtered well water. That's what you really want, or I think bottled water, or maybe distilled water. I'm not sure. You want to look into that a little more, but I don't worry about the water because I have the best water out there, the well water. So, okay, I'm gonna wash my hands real quick. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do is go ahead and just pack it down. See how that, I don't know if you can see that. To see how that brine, when I push on it, brine comes to the top. That's what you want right there. You want all that to sit underneath the brine. This is going to be well worth it once it's done. Keep just packing it down. Bring that brine to the top. Like that one has a little more than the other, huh? Let me see if I can spread a little more in here. Kind of even it out a little bit. And always remember, make sure your hands are clean before you start handling your ferment. You just want to keep everything nice and clean and for everything to come out good. All right. Now at this point, I'm going to go ahead and put fermenting weights in. These come with fermenting kits, or you can buy them by themselves, or you can use a Ziploc bag with water in it. I've seen people use rocks, just any type of a weight. And of course the rocks. I mean, you have to clean that and sterilize that, but I have seen it done by some people. But I'd rather just go with glass. It's a lot cleaner and easier to a little more sterile for me. See how that's coming there. More I put weight, the brine comes up to the top. And as it sits and starts its fermenting process, it's gonna make more brine. I think I'm gonna add a little bit of water, a little bit of filtered well water. Let's see. Let me get a little cup here. I have a reverse osmosis filter system. It's really, really nice. I'd recommend, even if you have city water, to install one of those for yourself. All right. I had plenty of salt, so that's gonna act like I never even added water. Okay. And I do have these fermenting lids. They are made for the mason jars. I have a couple different types, but I'm gonna use these today. Let's go ahead and clean the top first. Make sure everything's nice and clean. And I am by no means a professional. I'm just showing y'all, how I do it. But there's a lot of information out there, and like I said, you can refer to those fermenting books off Amazon, or there's other people on YouTube that do just fermenting videos. But I do a little bit of everything. So, when it comes to homestead. So I'm gonna just show you how I do things, and I'm not a pro, but it works. It definitely works. So I'm just gonna go ahead and place this on top of here. This jar, I'm gonna label them with some sticky notes, and I'm gonna put a date on it. Now you're gonna let these sit for about 7 to 14 days. I'm gonna check them in 7 and see how they're doing. They may go as long as 14, but I doubt it. I'll go ahead and keep y'all updated on it, and I appreciate y'all joining me for this, and hopefully I helped y'all out there on a few things in the fermenting world, and I'll see y'all later. Thank y'all very much. God bless.